Hello, my name is Daphne Spencer, founder of Hospitality Amplified LLC, which is a hospitality consultant firm. I am also the co-founder of African Association of Women in Tourism and Hospitality, also known as AAWTH. Now, what AAWTH does is we're gathering around women from across the continent of Africa who are all of African descent, who work in the industry either in tourism or hospitality, which we're grooming to grow careers in the industry and have leadership roles that are mostly occupied by male. There is such a disparity that we're trying to balance that gender scale. And so our job here is to create initiatives and to come up with programs that would help develop women to prepare them for executive roles when they become available if they're interested. The most significant cultural experience I've had is my trip in 2017 to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Upon arriving, the energy, the vibrancy, and the people made me feel so at home. Being of African descent and being in the diaspora, sometimes you have the yearning of going home, and home can be so far away. So for me, the closest thing I could come across was going to Puerto Rico. I went to Old San Juan and I tasted their food. I watched how they made their local cuisines with plantains and beans and rice, all the things that I'm used to. That really got me excited. Now, after all that, we went sightseeing and we went to the forts right by the coast. Standing there watching the waves come and go only reminded me of one thing: how we're all connected because of the history Ghana has with slavery and colonialism, and also the slave trade going as far as Puerto Rico just made me feel that connection to that place. I was quite excited to be there. So at AAWTH, we're made up of about 15 countries throughout the continent of Africa with very unique and diverse backgrounds. I think with that, we are exposed to so many different groups and diversity is very present. Here in Africa, I'm noticing from my own experience that we are not embracing our culture and our heritage. And this group allows us to delve deeper into conversations as to why we don't indulge in our own culture and heritage. Is it because there's a disconnect? Is it because it's not the most popular thing to do? And so I think we're learning as a group to look inwards and start promoting what is authentically and uniquely ours from our individual country's perspective. I think that makes AAWTH unique in the sense that we bring to the table so many different aspects of who we are, and we can share that with the world. I think post-COVID, travelers are looking for more safer, less crowded, and unique experiences. I think COVID allowed us to pause to take an assessment of who we are, and what we're looking for. We're all looking for some level of fulfillment. And I think that because of that, we're choosing places to go where we're going to get something out of it, but not only that, but to leave something behind. And so I believe that people are more choosy of where they're going to go, where they're going to spend their time, and the types of memories they want to bring with them. But most importantly, what can they do for those communities or those places they're visiting? I think social media has allowed us to see very different experiences, and a lot of our decision making these days are influenced by what we see. And so I've seen scenarios where someone wants to go somewhere and try to do an activity or take a photo where they've seen someone go to fulfill their own needs. And so travel will change, but I don't think that it would go too far from finding a safe, a unique, and less crowded place to go to. The social economy of local communities can be positively impacted by culture and heritage travel when the locals are aware of what contributions they make towards travelers who come there. I think that the locals must be aware of what they have to offer, perfect it, and help sell it. Because they're there, they know what's unique to the area, they know where to find what, they have to have the most accurate information so that people coming there are given the right guidance so that they can enjoy what the place has to offer. I think with that, there also has to be the support of communities around and also support of travel sites, hotels. Everybody has to be involved. There has to be a grassroots level understanding of the contribution of culture and heritage travel in order for it to be successful. But yes, there is that potential to grow social economies of local communities. I believe using past data collected from travelers who are coming into a destination will provide, you know, information to communities on how to curate experiences that are unique and authentic to where they are. I believe that Africa as a continent spends not so much on research and data collection. And I think that's a huge opportunity for us here to start that and own that information. When you arrive in a country like Ghana, you have to complete a survey or you have to complete paperwork that ask you questions. I think these questions have to be designed to help us collect feedback on the purpose of travel, the duration of travel, what the interests are and what the demographics are. I think with that, it helps us create these experiences and highlight them and also allow folks to understand what we have to offer and then amplify that. If we continue to do that and do it consistently, I think we'll be rich in providing exactly what people need as far as fulfillment for travel that are immersive and inclusive. I think also that if we start embracing our culture, the way we cook, the way we dress, when we allow folks to understand how we do that and why we do that, the history behind why we do those things, and even how we cook, the recipes, how they come about mixing these ingredients to form these foods. If we have the understanding of it, we can better sell that to folks who are looking for just that. Now, we also have to involve travelers in community activities so they feel that they're leaving something positive behind. Example is if the community is putting up a school building, they can include travelers in maybe going to paint, maybe making furniture and all that stuff. I think it would help us greatly.